everyone, this is Ep112, and welcome to episode 112 of Ep112's Let's Play of FTB Sky's Expert Mode, where today I have plans to make some Pina Colada. So came up with an idea, trying to figure out how to get stuff. So let's refresh what we need, and then we'll talk about what we got. So first off, we're gonna have to make Pina Colada, which needs virgin Pina Colada, which needs some coconut chunks. Yep, we'll have to figure that out in a minute. Cryo-infused gas, pineapple chunks, and I have to get a pineapple, remember. So I think I'm ready to get that. We'll see in a minute. And then I'm pretty sure the pineapple, place and grow a pineapple to obtain multiple pineapple cubes, and then the pineapple cubes can be antimattered into pineapples. But if I do that, I'm going to use up 2 of my 4 antimatter that I was saving for endgame questing. So we're going to have to see about that. I think I calculated last episode I need 5 total pineapples, so I might wind up just making 5 of them through this process, because I don't think this was that bad to do, given my current setup. But we'll see. So I'm going to try to avoid doing the antimatter usage. So that said, we're also going to need some coconuts. We'll figure that out too. In addition, we're going to need some fruits of Grisaia, which I have plenty of now. I've got 62 remaining. I went ahead and just made the Gaia thing, because you can get them from Guardian of the Gaia predictions. So remember I made that thing a couple episodes back, so did that. Then we're going to need Chorus Tea, which I suspect means me visiting the end, but it doesn't look too bad to make. I'll probably go this route, because it looks a little bit easier. Then we're going to need Cryothium, which we should be able to make now. So I just basically, between episodes, did a little teaching of how to make that thing. It's pretty straightforward. It's literally just Blizz powder, which we got a few episodes back, and some cryofuel, which we have already automated. So that's cool. Then we're going to need some resonant ether, which we have some of. Charged snowballs, which we saw as just energizing regular snowballs. And then finally, the trickiest of these bits is going to be the miniature blue hearts. We're going to need 50 of them, but I think I've come up with a plan. So let's get started. So over here, if I put this raptor from Mars in here and activate this dude, I captured a Warden. Wardens, I'm pretty sure, will drop blue hearts. And then I made myself a mob duplicator. So we're going to go set the mob duplicator up under here. So let's slow some things down for a moment. And I'm going to pop my mob duplicator down. And then we're going to need some flux point stuff. Okay. There you go. And then we're going to need... What else? What do we need? Flux point we needed. And then we're going to need some of this stuff, right? So this was a green, white, green. So I'm actually going to break you. Okay. And put you over here. And then maybe I'll put these time torches back. And that should be filling this thing up with essence. And now, if I'm not mistaken, we show working area on this. That'll be cool. And hopefully this will work. Hey, look, there he is. Now I would like you guys to slow down for a minute, because I want to remove this thing. I want to see if the mob crusher will get me the Warden drops. Is that not enough essence? May not be. And let's make sure you're set to only run with a redstone signal on Slaughter Factory. Oh, yeah, there's definitely some Warden things happening here. What I'm going to want to do, probably, is Ender Chest. Let's replace you with an Ender Chest. Is that cool? And then we're probably going to want to overclocker this some more. And then I guess we just want to see if blue hearts start showing up. So currently I've got 13. So the key will be, do we get them? Right? Not yet, but we'll find out. We're definitely building up some mob essence here. I'm guessing we need like a full... Maybe I should give you a range upgrade. Just to make sure you can spawn a little bit further away. We have some range dudes. 5 might be a little bit on the much side. I want to be a little bit careful about that. I'm thinking like a 3. I mean, it's definitely spawning. So, are we getting any blue hearts? Not yet. That said, I'm not quite sure how this thing works, so we're going to have to see if I might have to, like, kill him by hand. But I'm hopeful that it'll work, so we'll see. So range from 4 going. Like, let's get a +3 range upgrade if we can. And that's going to live over here. There you go, +3 range upgrade. As long as it doesn't, like, leak out of the thing, we should be fine, right? I feel like I should move him back one, right? I might even want to just make it a +2, to be honest with you. Maybe I should be a little bit more careful. Yeah, +2 feels like a smarter plan. Just to be safe. If I did that... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to leak out. Or it shouldn't, at least. Alright, are we getting any hearts? Not yet. Now, there's also spikes. Do you not kill him in such a way that he drops the blue heart? I don't know if it's like requires the player to kill it type of deal. So far, we're not getting any hearts, which is concerning to me. I might have to kill him manually. Unless you're picking up his drop. That's also possible. Got like a regular chest here or something. Yeah, like there's some things getting collected here, but I'm assuming the Warden is killed by the Crusher, and the Crusher collects any drops that the Warden would drop. Unless hearts are special in some way, which is always possible. What I could do just to save. Something like that. So if after a little while this doesn't pan out, I might have to manually kill him, in which case what I'll do is I'll set up like another room. Let's prep that now, right? I've got a nice handy building gadget here. Let's get a whole bunch of cobblestone. And let's see, is there some like ethereal glass? There is. Awesome. Not solid 2 layers. Perfect. Is that cool? I didn't really map that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sounds good to me. Undo those, and because all this really needs to be is a small Warden capture room, right? Right? And then we can put, you know, right here-ish. I like it being here. This seems like a good spot for it. So, any hearts yet? It sounds like the answer is no. So then let's move this guy. And we'll put him right here. And some essence. And then, can I put you on, like, pulse mode? Yeah, run on pulse. I like that idea. So now it's pulse for the button. And it should spawn a Warden. And I got a blue heart. That's what's up. Okay, cool. I like it. Let's do this while I'm here. Radius 8. That sounds cool. Entity, skeleton, zombie. Centipede walk and skeleton. Zombie death, zombie step. Witch, maybe? Isn't that so much better? thinking creepers are in there too. That works. Okay. Hooray! Alright, so now we have a way to get the blue hearts, right? I was hoping the automated way would work. It does not. But that's okay. Let's get some... Let's do this with laser IO, because that seems like the simplest approach. If I do you, and then on the opposite side of this, you can be a redstone output, weak, right? And then right here can be a redstone input. Then we can remove the button. We can link this. Oh, there you go. It's linked. Cool. And then that should spawn a Warden. Yep. Nice, right? Is that cool? So the downside is it looks like I'm gonna have to like manually kill it. Wow, he hurts. He really hurts. He is a painful Warden. I'll have to be a little bit more careful. But we get... The good news is we get a purple heart, or a blue heart for every time we kill him. So that's cool, at least. Right? That's cool. Alright, I'm going to go back to trashing all these drops, because I don't need these drops. So trash can... And yeah, there's red hearts in there, but like... I don't think that... I think it makes more sense to do the blue heart approach. We just need to, you know, be a little bit more careful. Which is 100% doable. We can 100% be more careful. I could get more flux-infused armor. You know, I could always, you know, have more, you know, stuff. But I also have last stand, so I should be fine, right? Yeah, I should be. So let's come back in a minute once I've farmed myself some stuff, and then we'll be ready to do some more. All right, so I've done enough. Okay, so I've done a little bit of farming. I'm going to do more between episodes, probably. I'm not going to just sit here and farm these guys all day long. Now, how about pineapple? What's the deal with the pineapple? So if we want to create one now, I set it up for autocraft. There's a bunch of apples that go into it. I don't know how bad this is, but I think it's not terrible. If I programmed all the apples, I only made like enough to do... Like I made them in advance, and we're just doing the one. But could be cool. So what do you got going on over here, buddy? Did you not do the living rock? It's possible that you need a living rock. Yeah, see, he needs a lot of mana. That's okay. Gaia mana spreader works. We have a lens. Yeah, large amounts of mana, but that's okay because infinite mana. Wow, that is some serious business right there. But that should get us a pineapple. Woohoo! Sweet. Actually, not terrible at all. All I need to do is modify this recipe to say include living rock. There you go. So if my calculation was that I only need 5 of those, if I taught it all the other components that it needs, that could be cool, right? So if I need more, we basically need the flugel. Oh, no, we can't. That's right, I remember now. Flugel dust. Flugel dust comes from crushing the flugel, the eye of the flugel, which I get from killing the Botania boss. The Gaia Guardian Mark II. It's one of the random dice roll things. And the problem with that is players are only allowed to have one of those ever. So I had to destroy the one I had to get this. So now I have to place and grow a pineapple to obtain multiple pineapple cubes. Well, I guess we're going to find out how that works. Because I don't think that I'll be able to do anything, really. Yeah. Those bees always make things weird. I don't think I'll be able to do anything different here, right? So let's place this and grow it. All right, growth. Bone meal. I mean, that's cool, right? And then the pineapple chunks will make pineapples or nutritional paste. And then the pineapples themselves are needed for pineapple juice. So the bad news is I think I have to use antimatter to make these. I don't think I have an option here, which means I'm going to have to use 2 of my antimatter. We were so close to the 5 that we need, too. Like, so close. Super, super, super close. But we're just going to have to be patient. And, yeah. So let's go ahead and do it. So if I want to make these, we're going to need an anti-proteonic nucleosynthesizer. This dude. Which is 100% easy to make, minus the fact that it needs 2 antimatter pellets. Womp, womp, womp. But it's the only option, because making the pineapple requires flugel dust, and, you know, you can only get one of these per player, like, unless I'm mistaken. But this is the only way to get it. So you have to turn chunks back into pineapples to get pineapple juice. Right? There's no other way to get pineapple juice. So yeah, we're stuck. We're stuck. Gonna have to use those 2 antimatter pellets. Definitely a womp womp, but it is what it is. Alright, so that'll take a minute to craft. Let's start prepping the production line, right? So I don't think I'm really going to need... I don't remember what these things are for. So this makes the sturdy sheets, yeah. But this thing we could probably tear down, right? I think that's reasonable to do. So you go that way, right? So we're going to want to... We're going to want to tear this down. And then we can get you and you. So we're going to need in total for the Pina Colada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, and then an 8th, and then that's where the chest is going to live, right? That sound like a plan? Okay. Works for me so far. Clear all this up, clear all this up, break that, because we don't need that no more. Break that, and that seems cool to me. You can go away. Works. Okay, and then you're going to need a smart chute here with a filter. And it's basically going to be... This is a deny list, right? And then this is an allow list. So we're going to allow Pina Coladas. And then we're going to deny Pina Coladas, right? So the deny goes here, and the allow goes here. And then we have the barrel. And then we have some logistical transporters. And we have you extracting, and that's cool, right? So now you're going to block Pina Coladas from going down. You will allow Pina Coladas in, and then we just need to get all this stuff ready to go. All right, so I'm going to need 2 spouts and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deployers, right? So I've already got 1, 2. Having a few more would be cool. We're going to need some brass sheets. Missing zinc? Well, that's cool. When did we run out of zinc? What do we got by way of zinc? Do we just not have like processing for zinc in place? Yeah, that's hilarious. We're this deep into the episode and we've never set up zinc processing. How crazy is that? I love it. So let's just do like this. Right, for an enrichment chamber, and then just smelting, and that should be cool. We can add that here, and then we can add, this is enrichment, right? Nope, this is infusing, this is enriching, there we go. Cool. And then 20 of those dudes. Give me a bunch of that. And a bunch of that. And then we've got 1 spout. I know we're going to need at least 2 spouts. So let's start setting this up while we wait for those crafts. So it was going to be a spout at first, right? And then 1, 2, 3, and then a spout. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and then a spout. Right? And you can go away. I think about 4 that I'm going to need here. And then we can get some cogs, I think, would be cool. And then just 2 more. We're just waiting on the andesite casings, which shouldn't be too long. Yeah, not terrible. We're just making a bunch of andesite alloy. That's what slowed me down. Alright, so that's not a big deal. You can go away, because I don't really need you. Speed that dude up. How's my antimatter coming along, by the way? Kind of just have to look. 770, so that's not terrible. So I get around a quarter of an antimatter every time this thing decides to run. So that's, you know, it's going. So that's not bad. I'll just have to... What I'll do is just idle for a little bit in-game, and, like, you know, it'll be fine. Right, so 1, 2, and that should be cool. There you go. And that's going to be our setup. Cool. Now, it might make sense to have... Let's put this stuff away that we don't probably need anymore. I'm going to put you away. There's my anti-proteonic nuclid whatchamacallit thingy. Let's go put this somewhere for auto-crafting, and then let's see if we can get some kind of interface to sit over here. Right? And the reason being is I'm going to want, if I can, just 1 dude to, like, fill all those. Right? So I don't know what kind of channel options we got over in this direction, but I'm pretty sure we can spare 1. Right? Because we've got 30 and 32. If I'm not mistaken, we should be fine. So let's run some cables over to that guy. We just need to I know there's something, there's a thing there. Let's just go down through the ground. Like that. That should bring us online. 31 of 32. Nice! Told you it would fit. And then over here, do I have room for like one? I kind of do. So what I'm going to do is actually put this here. Okay. And then we'll have... what I'm going to do is relocate you. Like that. So that it hopefully fills this one up first-ish. So that's going to, like, not be great in terms of how much it's going to put in there, but it's fine. What I could always do is something like that. Right? So you're going to fill up at all? No, of course you're not. So let's do that. And now you're going to fill up some? Yes. Get a little bit of antimatter in there. And then we can get our pineapple chunks. Probably more than we need, but that's okay. And now we get our flux cabling. And that should be cool. And now what I'll do is doot. And doot. Like that. Okay. And then what I'll probably just do is this, because we really don't need this anymore. I was hoping it would be like, you know, order of operation. Like it would just try to normal. Alright, I'm just breaking you now. Because clearly you're going to be a nuisance. Easy fix. Cool. And then if we need more antimatter in here, we can make that happen, right? So now we've got plenty of pineapple. We're good to go. I like that. So now let's look at what's going to be involved in actually making this stuff. So we need... I'm going to get rid of some of these things because I want to kind of restart it a little bit. But the gist is we need ethanol and virgin Pina Colada. And that is made by concentrating virgin Pina Colada, which is made in a PRC with coconut chunks, cryo-infused gas, and pineapple juice, which is made in a centrifugal separator. Cool. Now we've got some cryo gas over here, don't we? Why, yes, we do. Look at that. Cool. Now you're making cryo-infused gas, and you're auto-outputting it to the right. So what I could do... You're bringing your hydrogen in the back. Man, you are just all kinds of sided, aren't you? Let's do this. So if I need cryo-infused gas in a PRC, right, to make this? Yes. So let's get a PRC. And let's get an entangler. Okay. That's my play. And we're going to entangle this block such that it pushes out to the PRC. Is that cool? Hopefully. And whatever you guys are doing, you're keeping my auto-crafting system very busy. Crafting steel plate. What's taking so long? Did I gum up the works here? Did I overstress you? I did overstress you. I don't think we ever need this anymore. I need a little bit for that, but what we could do... We don't really need this anymore, right? So, wrong thing. When was the last time I used that? right? So I can leave this running so that this can work, because remember there's automation here. But that'll save us some stress units, right? And now we should be cool. Good thing I came and checked, because I'm like, why is that taking so long? It shouldn't take that long. So there's your PRC, right? And you're just going to need cryo-infused gas and pineapple juice and coconut chunks, right? So I can stick my PRC here, and then we can entangle. If I do this, are you going to start filling up? I don't think so, because he's not going to know that he's entangled. So what we need to do is, the gas is being output to the right. So what we're going to want to do is this. And then that's going to be your cryo-infused gas going in. Got it? Cool. And now you're making more. And then you'll have a little bit of a buffer, but that's okay. Cool. And it works for me. Maybe a little bit faster. Gonna need some more speed upgrades if that's gonna work, but it's all good. We out of ice shards? Probably. Yeah, we're gonna need some more ice. I can get that. Shouldn't be a problem. And then we're going to want a centrifugal separator. Cool. And that can probably just sit here. Run some cabling. And that's cool. And then if I remember correctly, I said I only need 5 pineapples worth of fluid. Oh, we have a lot of resonant integral components. I don't know why I have so many, but that's okay. I'll take it. Right? And then if I configure you properly, output, auto output, and then you are getting pineapple juice. Sweet. Now I just need coconuts. We have cocoa beans. Coconuts come from Tropicraft. How about market? What are the chances you sell coconuts? Not at all. No chance. So how does one get coconuts? Untainted from using a sword on a coconut. Coconut cans be obtained by growing palm trees. Palm trees. That I do trade for. Come back, please, sir. Alright, that works. Am I completely crazy? What happened to my axe? Okay. And then palm tree can sit right here-ish. You don't seem to want to be planted, palm tree. I can phytogenic insulate him, but it doesn't look like he produces coconuts. Maybe palm trees get planted on sand? We'll find out. Yes, they do. Haha. Bone meal. Hello, palm trees. You can't bone meal the coconut, we learned today. I'm learning. That works. Not terrible. It's a little bit slow, but it's doable. Now, in total, I said we would need, what, 5 buckets of this stuff, right? Because if we validate this, it's 100 millibuckets, times 10 would be a bucket, times 5 would be 50, right? So 50, so 5 buckets of Pina Colada. And you are going to make 8 chunks make 10 millibuckets? That's a lot of cryo-infused gas. That's a lot of coconuts. Am I, like, crazy, or is that, like, a crazy amount of coconuts? For something that doesn't seem very easily automatable. Well, we'll see what happens, because it's probably wrapping up point. So for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next episode and see what happens here, because that's 8 pieces make 10 millibuckets, right? And if that's the case, then we're gonna need 500 times 8, right? So 4,000 coconut chunks. Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. That's a problem for tomorrow. For now, take it easy.